Good morning, students. Good morning, students.
Good morning, sir.
So yesterday we are discussing about the some of the problems we've seen about the op-amp. Okay, so today we'll see about some of the op-amp parameters. Okay. Input offset voltage, okay. So basically we'll see about four parameters. One is input offset voltage, output offset voltage, and input offset current, output offset current. Okay. So basically you know that in a yeah, in a op-amp, let us say if the inputs are given 0, okay, if to the both the terminals, to the negative and positive terminal, if you give 0, or if you don't give any voltage to both the terminals, then ideally the output should be equal to 0. Okay, V0 should be equal to 0. But practically, due to some problem in the manufacturing or any other problem, what happens, in the output you get a small voltage. Okay, so that voltage is called as the output offset voltage. Okay, so now you have to compensate that thing. Okay, so how can you compensate? You have to give a opposite kind of voltage in the input terminal, okay, which will be called as the input offset voltage. Okay, so imagine you have a let us say you have a weighing machine. So this type of weighing machine, this normal this weighing thing. Okay, wherever you do the measuring weights. Okay, so let us say this is one, just a weighing machine. Okay, so here ideally what it should be in the ideal position. So both the pens should be in the same level. Okay, so if you put a weight here, let us say 1 kg you put here, then it will come down. Okay, and initially this should be, and both should be in the equal level. Okay, but let us say assume that due to some manufacturing mistake or manufacturing problem, so this side has been little bit more weight, so that's why it is little bit pulled down. Okay, तो ये यहाँ नहीं रह के ये थोड़ा नीचे आ जाता है. Okay, इस तरफ का नीचे आ जाता है. ठीक है, तो उसको काउंटर बैलेंस करने के लिए तुमको इनिशियली क्या करना पड़ेगा? You have to put some weight here, okay, so that they will be balanced. Okay, so before doing your actual measurement, you should ensure that both these sides are in the equal level. So what you can do, so let us say this has been come down, so you just put a 100 gram here. Okay, and after putting the 100 gram, you found out that this is coming little bit down, and both the pens are in the equal level. Okay, think about just a simple your in a shop you have this weighing machine, and one side is more weight. Okay, so if one side is having more weight, so to balance that thing, you have to put another counterweight in the other side. Okay, so that is the actual concept. So actually ideally, if I have a op-amp, if my inputs are 0, that means initially when I'm giving nothing, okay, at that time my output should be equal to 0. Okay, but due to some mismatch or problem in the manufacturing, obviously the output will not be exactly 0. Some amount of small voltage may be available in the output side. So to balance that thing, we have to apply the opposite sort of voltage in the input terminal, so that it will be cancelled out, or the output offset voltage will be cancelled out. Okay, so that is the concept of your input offset voltage and output offset voltage. So initially when the inputs are 0, at the time whatever the voltage is available at the output terminal, that is called as the output offset voltage. Okay, and to counter or to nullify that output offset voltage, whatever the input voltage you have to apply, that is called as the input offset voltage. ओके, तो आउटपुट में जो ऑफसेट वोल्टेज है उसको नलीफाई करने के लिए जितना वोल्टेज हम इनपुट में डालेंगे उसको बोलेंगे इनपुट ऑफसेट वोल्टेज। ओके, so we'll just do a small derivation to find out the relationship between input offset voltage and the output offset voltage. So this one is VIO or input offset voltage. Okay, and here it is your RF and R1. So let us say this is the output voltage V0. Okay, so we will see how much will be is the V0 due to this VIO. Okay, so if you just calculate as for this, this one is minus, this one is your plus terminal. So I can say my V0 will be equal to the gain of this op amp into the net input voltage Vi. Let us say this voltage between these two terminal is given by Vi. Okay, so it will be equal to A into Vi. Okay, or that is equal to A into difference between this voltage and this voltage. So let us say this node is A and I am taking this voltage as the voltage at this point is, let us say, VA. The node name I'm giving it as, let's say, A, and this voltage here is given by VA. Okay, so this net difference between them is equal to this voltage minus this voltage. Okay, so your VI0 minus VA. Minus VA. Okay, so just here in place of this VI0, in place of this VA, you can calculate it and you can put. Now, if this is V0, okay, this one is RF, this one is R1, and this is ground. So how much will be this voltage here? VA will be how much? You can find out this voltage using voltage division rule. Okay, so this voltage is V0. उसके बाद दो रेजिस्टेंस सीरीज में लगा है, RF, R1 and ground. Okay, तो इसके अक्रॉस में यहाँ पे वोल्टेज कितना होगा? वोल्टेज डिवीजन रूल डाल के बोलो. How much will be VA? Voltage division rule. Please answer, anyone? Hello, am I audible? Voltage division rule we have seen several times. So look at here. So this voltage at this point is equal to the voltage across this R1. Okay, so that can be calculated by using voltage division rule, which is given by R1 by R1 plus RF into V0. Okay, R1 by R1 plus RF into V0. Okay, so just now you have to rearrange it and you have to calculate them. Take this V0 term, this right side term to left side. So V0 plus A V0 into A, this part, okay, R1 by R1 plus RF into V0 equal to A Vi0. Okay, and please take common V0 all into 1 plus A R1 by R1 plus RF equal to a Vi0. Okay, or implies V0 equal to a Vi0 by, this one will be taken to right side, 1 plus a R1 by R1 plus Rf. Okay, so normally what will happen, this this part a into R1 by R1 plus F, so that part is most greater than 1, so we can neglect this one in comparison to this one. Okay, so it will be approximated to a Vi0 by, so this one will be cancelled out. Okay, because this one or this part is much larger compared to 1, so 1 can be neglected. Okay, so it will be neglected, then a R1 by R1 plus Rf, then a will be cancelled out. Okay, only it will be R1 plus Rf by R1 into Vi0. Okay, or that can also be simply written as B0 equal to 1 plus Rf by R1 into Vi0. Okay, so due to the application of the input offset voltage, the output voltage will be given by 1 plus Rf by R1 into Vi0. Okay, so one small problem. All of you got it? Just I am solving the problem. So you remember this formula, B0 equal to your 1 plus Rf by R1 into Vi0. Okay. So it is given that R1 is 2K, R1 equal to 2K, and some input signal Vi is given. Okay, and this one is grounded. Rf is 150K. Rf is 150K. Okay, then it is asking, yeah, it is given that input offset voltage or VIO is given by 1.2 millivolts. Okay, then find out op-amp output voltage, output offset voltage. Output offset voltage is how much? Okay, or in short it is also written V0 due to offset. Output offset voltage is how much, or simply it can also be written as V0 due to offset. V0 offset equal to how much? Okay, just what you will do, put this formula.
So 91.2 millivolt.
Yes, V0 equal to your 1 plus Rf by R1, 1 plus Rf by R1, that is 150K by 2K into Vi0. Okay, that is 1.2 MV. So it is coming as 91.2 MV. Okay, so this is your input offset voltage and output offset voltage. Okay. input offset current, okay, and input bias current that we'll see. Okay, yeah. So first of all, you this one is named as RC. Okay, so what happened basically, ideally both the currents should be same. Okay, I mean at the initial position when nothing will be given, no current should be flowing into both the terminals. Okay, but due to the mismatch, I mean this minus terminal and this plus terminal, they are the base of two of the BJTs. Okay, so due to the mismatch between two of these transistors, what happens? This current flowing into this branch is not equal to the current flowing into this branch. Okay, so let us say this one is named as IIB minus input input bias current. Okay, minus, and since it is going to the plus terminal, let us say IIB plus. Okay, IIB plus. Okay, so equivalent B0. A equivalent figure can be drawn here, which is given by this one. Okay. Or I'll draw it here. Yeah, it will be visible. R1 with a voltage source of RF minus plus and this voltage source value is given by IIB minus into R1, and this voltage source value is given by IIB plus into RC. Okay, look at this up figure and this down figure. Okay, both are actually same. It is just another representation. You see, we are saying that due to the mismatch in the op-amp design, some input offset current flow, so which is given by IIB minus and IIB plus. Okay, so here if this is a resistor R1 and if some current is flowing, that means obviously in this side a equivalent potential is there which is supplying. Okay, so that is given by this value. Okay, so assume that means if resistance is given and it is ground, but actually ideally no current should flow. Okay, but due to the presence of some of the offset voltage, this current is flowing. Okay, so that current, if IIB current is flowing, IIB minus current is flowing through the resistor R1, then obviously the voltage here will be equal to how much? This resistance into this current. Okay, so that has been represented by this voltage source. That means actually this voltage source is appearing at this terminal. Though we have connected it to ground, because of some of the problem in my device, this node has been at a different potential, which is given by IIB minus into R1. Similarly, if this is RC and IIB plus current is flowing to this branch, then this one is this RC into this current, which is given by this, which is represented here. Okay, so once you have this figure, you just have to do or find out how much is this V0. Okay, So already we have studied about the superposition theorem. So what I'll do, I'll find out how much is this V0 voltage due to the application of this voltage and this voltage. Okay, so first I have to apply the superposition theorem. So as per the superposition theorem, what I know, that first I will assume, let us say this one is 0, and because of this voltage source, how much voltage is appearing here. Next, what I'll do, I will assume this one is 0, and because of this voltage source, how much is this output voltage. I'll calculate two cases I'll calculate, then I'll add them. So that will be my final output voltage V0. Okay, so that I am doing now. Applying superposition theorem. Okay, so first I'll find out V0 plus case 1. Okay, case 1 means I'm finding out V0 plus I'm finding out. That means I'm finding out how much is the voltage here due to the application of this voltage, assuming this one is 0. Okay, so assume this part is 0. Okay, for the timing, you think, I mean, just in this figure I'm just disconnecting it. Suppose assume this one is or this one is connected to 0. Okay, assume that this one is connected to 0. So now, is it working like a just a your non-inverting configuration? Yes or no? Is it working as a non-inverting configuration? To apply the superposition theorem, I first connected this one to 0. That means I assume, let us say this voltage is not there, so it is connected to 0. And now this configuration, is it looking like a non-inverting configuration? Yes or no? अरे देखो RF है, R1 है और इधर ग्राउंड को लगा है. ओके, तो इन्वर्टिंग प्लस टर्मिनल में तुम वोल्टेज दे रहे हो, so that means it's a non-inverting configuration. Okay, so you can easily calculate how much is the output voltage V0. So let us give it name as V0 plus. So this V0 plus will be equal to what is the gain of a non-inverting configuration? 1 plus tell me 1 plus
RF by R1
RF by
into
R1
R1
into high voltage. Okay, so it is
IAB
plus
plus into RC.
RC. Okay, case 2. Case 2 means let it be connected as it is. The other part is 0. Okay, so that means assume that this part is not there. Okay, it is directly connected to 0. ये वाला नहीं है. Okay, तो मतलब अभी क्या हुआ, ये मान लो 0 हो गया, तो ये 0 हो गया मतलब क्या है, तो दिस इज जस्ट ए इन्वर्टिंग कॉन्फ़िगरेशन. ओके, तो इन्वर्टिंग कॉन्फ़िगरेशन में आउटपुट क्या होता है, V0 minus equal to what is the formula, minus RF by R1 into this voltage IIB minus into R1. Okay, so this one was RC. So now combining case 1 and case 2, your V0 equal to V0 plus V0 minus, okay, which is equal to, you just add them, IIB plus RC, okay, all into 1 plus RF by R1 plus, और माइनस को भी बाहर ले आओ, ये माइनस आ गया बाहर, तो माइनस IIB माइनस R1 into RF by R1. RF by R1. Okay. So here R1 will be cancelled out. Okay. And so this will be equal to okay. So one approximation is just applied here, that normally this RC value is taken just approximately equal to R1. Okay, so that applying that approximation, since RC is taken normally equal to R1. Okay, so this approximation you have to put. Okay, so if you put here RC, okay, yeah, so just expand it, IIB plus into, just in place of this RC you can put R1. Okay, so this R1 will be taken inside, R1 plus RF. Okay, so just in place of RC you put R1. Okay, so if it will be R1, so R1 is going inside this bracket, so it is equal to R1 plus ये R1 cancel हो जाएगा, तो RF हो गया minus IIB minus RF. Okay, equal to yeah. Another assumption is that RF is much larger than R1. If you take or look at any other of the values, you will find out that RF is taken much larger than R1. So putting that concept, or RF is much greater than R1. So if RF is much greater than R1, then R1 will be neglected and this part will be simplified to only RF. So IIB plus into RF minus RF. Okay, or that is equal to, take common RF, IIB plus IIB minus, or that is equal to RF into I0, where I0 is equal to IIB plus minus IIB minus, ये दोनों का डिफरेंस को II0 बोलते हैं और इनपुट ऑफसेट करंट बोलते हैं. ओके, so your final formula is yeah, V0 offset, okay, equal to RF into II0. That means offset voltage due to the input offset current is equal to RF into II0. Okay, so just if any problem will be given, I think easily you can do. Just have to put this value and you have to calculate. RC is 5K, okay, R1 is 5K, RF is 500K, V0. So in the question it is given that VI0 equal to 4 millivolt, okay, that is input offset voltage is 4 millivolt, input offset current II0 equal to 150 nano ampere. Find out the total output voltage, output offset voltage, total output offset. Okay, so this is the question it is asking. Total output offset voltage कितना है ये calculate करो, पूछ रहा है. Okay, that means you have to find out how much is the V0 or output offset voltage due to VI0. Again you will calculate how much is the output offset voltage due to this II0 and you have to add them, so that will be your net output offset voltage. Okay, V0 offset due to Vi0. What is the formula? Formula is
Vi0 R1 plus Rf by R1.
yes, Rf plus R1 by Rf, I think, no, R1. Okay, just put this value and you calculate 4 millivolt into 500K plus 5K by, okay, so it will be 404 millivolt. Okay, V0, so offset due to II0, offset voltage due to offset voltage due to II0. Okay, so what is the formula? Just we had written, what was the formula?
II0 into Rf.
Yeah, II0 into Rf. So just multiply it. So II0 is given 150 nanoampere into Rf 500K. So that is equal to
75 millivolt.
okay. So your total V0 equal to summation of both 404 plus 75 equal to 479 millivolt. Okay. Input bias current. Okay, so net input bias current equal to IB equal to IIB plus IIB minus by 2. That means we saw both the things, that is IIB plus and IIB minus. दोनों देखे ना, तो उसका जो average है that is equal to the net bias current. IB equal to IIB plus IIB minus by 2. Okay, so in terms of that, if you want to find out the II0, IIB plus minus IIB minus more. From this also it can be calculated. Okay, so it will be okay, so here IIB plus is the current into the inverting terminal. Okay, so it's the bias current into the non-inverting terminal. And this one is the current into, or bias current into the inverting terminal. One small problem we'll see based on these things. Yeah. I0 is 5 nanoampere Okay, IIB is 30 nanoampere. Okay, and yeah, find out the bias current. It is IB plus equal to how much? IIB minus equal to how much? These two things it is asking. Okay, one thing, just if this thing we have already written. Okay, if this was given as equation number 1 and this one is equation number 2, by solving these things you can also find out how much is IIB plus and how much is IIB minus. इसको थोड़ा सॉल्व कर दोगे तो ये हो जाएगा. ओके, तो कैसे करोगे कि सपोज मान लो कि इसको 2IB कर दिया, 2IB इक्वल टू दिस मच एंड II0 इक्वल टू दिस मच, ये दोनों मिला के फिर डिवाइड करने से ये हो जाएगा कि नहीं. Okay, from this equation number 1 and 2 you can find out how much is the expression for IIB plus and how much is the expression for IIB minus. From just by solving this thing you can get IIB plus is equal to IB plus II0 by 2. Okay, you can solve it, or should I solve it? Just take this thing, 2 को इधर ले जाओ. Okay, 2IB हो गया. Okay, तो 2IB इक्वल टू दिस मच. तो अभी इक्वेशन नंबर 1 और इक्वेशन नंबर 2 को ऐड कर लो. ओके, तो वो क्या हो जाएगा कि जो IIB माइनस और इधर IIB माइनस ये दोनों कैंसिल्ड आउट हो जाएगा. तो इधर मिल जाएगा IIB प्लस प्लस IIB प्लस, मतलब 2IB प्लस. तो 2IIB प्लस इक्वल टू 2IB प्लस II0. ओके, ये हो जाएगा कि नहीं? सिंपल इक्वेशन सॉल्विंग है. ओके, इसको मैं छोड़ देता हूँ तुम्हारे ऊपर. सिमिलरली IIB minus equal to IB minus II0 by 2. ओके, ये सबको याद रख लो. ओके, सपोज ये है 3 इक्वेशन नंबर 3 इक्वेशन नंबर 4. नाउ यू कैन यूज दिस इक्वेशन नंबर 3 and 4 to solve this question. Okay, so your IIB plus is equal to IB plus II0 by 2. Okay, or equal to 30 plus 5 by 2. Okay, yeah, this coming is
32.5 nanoampere.
and here it will be 27.
27.5.
Okay. Another question. $150K, RF is $150K, R1 is $2K. Some input signal is given here. V0. Okay, it is saying that II0 is 100 nanoampere. 100 nanoampere. Okay, so V0 due to the input offset current equal to how much? Input offset current is given by 100 nanoampere. V0 equal to how much? So you just put the formula. Okay, so that V0 formula is given by how much? II0 into
RF.
okay, so 100 nano into RF is 150K. Okay, so it will be 15 milliwatt. Okay, that means at the beginning itself this V0 is equal to 15 milliwatt due to the presence of this II0. Okay, So just one more problem. Yeah, in that same problem only. Okay. Okay, in the same problem. Okay, same question. 150k, 2k. Okay, so this vi0 is given as vi0 equal to 1.2. Oh, I think I've done it. Okay. So next thing, we'll see just one more concept, and then the op-amp part will be over. Op-amp frequency response. So basically, what happens? The op-amp has a particular gain. Okay, but this gain is not always constant. As for the application, as for the frequency of operation, the gain goes on changing. Okay, so initially, let's say when the frequency is very low, at that time the gain is given by a VD, let's say. Okay, and initially it will be at this level up to some point, and then gradually with frequency. This is your frequency axis. So frequency means it is the frequency of the input signal, the signal which is applied for the amplification purpose. Okay, when the frequency increases, the gain goes on decreasing. So this value is 1. So the minimum, the frequency with the very high frequency, the gain will come down to 1. Okay, so when it will come down to 1, so this point is called as, let us say this is given by f1. Okay, so this is called as the unity gain bandwidth. Okay, so it is called as, that means the frequency where the gain of the op-amp comes down to 1 is called as the unity gain frequency. Okay, और this total bandwidth, that means यहाँ से ये 0 से f1 तक, so this is the b1. Okay, so this band. Okay, so this is the particular frequency value, the frequency value where the gain of the op-amp will be 1. Okay, and this total range, that means starting from 0 to this f1, this range is b1. Okay, so this b1 is called as the unity gain bandwidth. b1 is unity gain bandwidth. Okay, or the gain at which the frequency. Okay, so f1 is what? The frequency at which the gain equal to 1. Okay, and there is another point where this one will be 0.707 times of AVD. Okay, so let us say this AVD value is 100, that means here it is 70.7. Okay, so the frequency at which the gain will be equal to 0.707 AVD, so that frequency is called as the cutoff frequency of the op-amp. Okay, so FC is the cutoff frequency. FC equal to cutoff okay, that means it is this 0.707 is a particular parameter. Okay, तो उसके नीचे अगर gain जा रहा है, then we are saying that the gain is very low. Okay, अगर 70% से नीचे जा रहा है gain, then the gain is very low, or at that time we can say it is the cutoff frequency. That means उसके बाद जो gain that has decreased to a larger extent. Okay, so that's why this FC is called as the cutoff frequency. The relationship between them is given by f1 equal to a Vd into Fc. Okay, F1 equal to AVD into Fc. So just one example. So let us say B1 is given as B1 equal to 1 megahertz. Okay, AVD equal to 200 volts per millivolt. Look at here. Gain means what? It is output voltage by input voltage. Okay. So here the unit, look at the unit, volt by millivolt. Okay. So either obviously the your unit of a gain should be unitless, because if it is volt by volt, then whatever value may be, so it will cancel out. But here let us say this output voltage has been taken in volt and the input voltage is taken in millivolt. So that's why it is volt by millivolt. ओके, तो इसको अगर फाइनल एक्चुअल में करोगे तो वोल्ट बाय वोल्ट करोगे, तो ये जो मिली पार्ट है, ओके, ये नीचे है 10 टू द माइनस 3, वो 200 बाई 10 टू द माइनस 3 हो जाएगा. ओके, so that is the concept here. So basically this will be equal to 200 by 10 to the minus 3 volt by volt. Okay, now this AVD you can use. Okay, initially क्वेश्चन में 200 वोल्ट बाय मिली वोल्ट में दिया था. Okay, लेकिन इसको मिली जो है, that is not the unit, that is the multiplier. Okay, so that's why it is taken and it is 10 to the minus 3, it is volt by volt. So now find out FC. FC equal to how much? So this part just I
5
solve.
Harsh.
Okay, so this one is not given in the question. Okay, so this one just I solve with the question. So find FC. So as for this above equation, your FC equal to F1 by A VD. F1 is given or not? F1 is how much? Look at here. The band is given. The bandwidth is given. That is 1 megahertz. Okay, 1 megahertz मतलब ये 0 से यहाँ तक total range है 1 megahertz. So obviously if this is 1 megahertz, ये range, if this range is 1 megahertz, so obviously this F1 value will be how much? F1 will also be 1 megahertz. Okay, so 1 megahertz, that is 1 into 10 to the power 6 by AVD. So it is 200 by 10 to the power minus 3. Oh, sorry, I did it wrong. Okay, so here it is not 10 to the minus 3, it will be 200 into 10 to the 3. Okay. Yeah, right. It's okay. It is in the denominator, na? So it will be okay. 10 to the 6 by 200 into 10 to the power 3. Just calculate it. So it will become as ये cancel हो जाएगा, तो ये 1000 by 200, so that is equal to 5. Okay, so here the cutoff frequency is coming as 5 hertz. Okay, so 5 hertz units हमेशा लिखोगे 5 hertz. So with this we have completed the op-amp chapter. Okay, next we'll look at the feedback amplifier. Okay, I'll stop here. Thank you guys.
Thank you, sir.